Hello again. When the BBC decided to put a man called Aleem Maqbool in charge of religious broadcasting a couple of years ago, many of us guessed that his own views would be likely to intrude into his professional role. So it has proved. In the description to this video, I give a link to the Twitter account of the BBC's religion editor. And very interesting it is too. You can tell a lot about a person, not only by their own tweets, but also those which they come across and choose to retweet. In the last 3 months, for example, the only tweets made by or retweeted by Maqbool about Christianity are those which mention sexual abuse. These are not just about the scandal involving the Church of England and Justin Welby's resignation, but also stuff to do with the Catholic Church. On September the 27th, for instance, Aleem Maqbool tweeted a picture of the Pope with the caption, "At his welcome reception in Brussels, Belgian leaders castigate Pope Francis over the scourge of clergy sexual abuse." On September the 3rd, he tweeted stuff about sexual abuse in Catholic schools and so on in Ireland. On August the 15th, he tweeted, "Why does the Church of England struggle to deal with child abuse allegations?" Other Christian sects were also mentioned, but only in connection with sexual abuse. On September 13th, he retweeted this. "A damages scheme has revealed around 1 in 6 children were sexually abused by the Jesus Army, and that 539 former members have been identified as alleged perpetrators, including at least 162 former leaders. It may be the most abusive cult the UK has ever seen." It is hard to escape the conclusion that Maqbool has little use at all for Christianity and regards it as being virtually synonymous with abusive behaviour. Indeed, he searches far and wide for sexual abuse carried out by Christians. On July 20th last year, Maqbool tweeted about horrific sexual violence against women of the mainly Christian Kuki tribe community in Manipur. I say that his only tweets to do with Christianity in connection with sexual abuse. There was one exception to that, which was when the Pope had something to say about Gaza, which brings me to another point. Aleem Maqbool's attitude to Islam, as one may imagine, is very different from his approach to Christianity. The only mentions he ever makes are of peaceful conduct and Muslims as victims. There's many retweets and tweets about Gaza showing clearly his allegiance in the Middle East. He's also very clear about his stance on events in this country. On August the 7th, he said a group of around 80 UK imams has issued a statement on the current situation, including the violence aimed at mosques and Muslims. They talk of political rhetoric over decades leading to this point and the recent spread of false anti-Islam and anti-immigrant propaganda. What is very clear about the BBC religion editor is that he has no use at all for Christianity, a religion which he associates only with sexual abuse. He is, of course, very keen on Islam, on the other hand, and constantly tells us good things about Muslims, combined wherever possible with bad things that the Jews are doing against them in Gaza. He is not what one might describe as an objective editor of news. Many people predicted this very situation when Aleem Maqbool was appointed to his present position in 2022 and were dismissed as Islamophobic. Why shouldn't a Muslim be able to be just as good as a religion editor as a Christian would be? The result of this experiment are now plain, but I doubt it will matter much to the BBC.